It's December 20th, 1944. The Belgian town of Stavelot lies frozen under a blanket of snow. Inside a commandeered farmhouse, SS-Oberführer Jens Peiper, commander of the 1st SS Panzer Regiment, slams his fist down onto a map. Days of relentless fighting and freezing weather have worn him thin, but his voice cuts through the cold like steel.
Where are my Panthers?
Outside, 2 Panther Ausf and G-tanks roar to life, their engines snarling, exhaust rising into the icy air like smoke from a dragon's nostrils. At the controls of the lead tank sits Lieutenant Kurt Dietrich, his breath fogging the periscope glass as he pulls on his headset. His orders are simple and brutal. Take the bridge at Stavelot, whatever the costs. Time itself is Peiper's enemy. His mighty King Tigers, armored monsters bristling with 88mm guns, crawl through the snow and ice at a snail's pace. The Panthers, lighter and faster, are chosen to spearhead the push. Their mission: punch through American defenses, seize the river crossings, and capture the fuel depots that are the lifeblood of the German advance. The Battle of the Bulge is about to begin. The Panthers lurch forward, steel tracks grinding and biting into the icy road. Snow sprays from under their treads as they gain speed, racing toward the heart of Stavelot. Their turrets swing from side to side, barrels spitting fire as they bark shells across the river. Explosions ripple through the town. Windows shatter, stone walls crumble, and the air fills with the deafening symphony of war. But the Americans are ready. Hidden behind sandbags and hastily stacked rubble, an M157mm anti-tank gun from the 30th Infantry Division lies in wait, its muzzle tracking the advancing tanks like a hunter's rifle. Sergeant Al Jenkins, teeth clenched and breath ragged in the frigid air, steadies his aim. His hands tremble, not from fear but from the cold biting through his gloves. He fires. Boom. The recoil rocks the gun, and the round punches into the rear of the lead Panther, tearing through the engine compartment in a burst of flame. The tank skids to a halt, black smoke billowing, flames licking skyward as the crew scrambles to escape the inferno. The second Panther barrels forward, its turret swinging like a predator scenting prey. The bow machine gun chatters, stitching tracer fire across the snow-covered streets. American infantry dive for cover, bullets zipping past helmets and rattling off the walls. The Panther crushes the anti-tank gun beneath its treads with a metallic shriek, a monstrous beast flattening all in its path. They cross the bridge, but danger lurks in every shadow. From a side street, another American 57mm gun fires. Boom! The shell slams into a wall behind the Panther, spraying the tank in shrapnel but failing to penetrate. The Panther answers with a high-explosive round, detonating the position in a thunderclap of fire and stone. But the town is a labyrinth of death. Sniper fire cracks from the rooftops. Mortar rounds whistle down in sharp concussive bursts. The Panther's armor shrugs off the small arms, but the crew feels every impact like hammer blows on their steel coffin. The King Tigers advance, a gamble for fuel. Behind the Panthers, Peiper's King Tigers grind forward. One by one, these iron leviathans roll across the bridge, each a 70-ton fortress of steel, their 88mm guns like battering rams. The ground trembles beneath their weight, cobblestones crushed like brittle bones. They are terrifying to behold, but their speed is glacial, and their thirst for fuel insatiable. Peiper's objective looms: seize the American fuel dump north of Stavelot. Every gallon of gasoline is a lifeline, the key to pushing deeper into Allied territory. But as the tanks approach, flames bloom on the horizon. The fuel depot is ablaze, a towering inferno of orange and black. Major Paul J. Solis, the American commander in Stavelot, had made the hard call: blow the fuel dump, deny the Germans their prize, and hold the line at all costs. Solis's voice crackles over the radio.
Fall back to secondary positions. Hold the bridge as long as possible. God help us all.
Peiper seethes with frustration. His tanks are unmatched in firepower, but they are helpless without fuel. The dream of a swift breakthrough fades with every burning barrel, but Peiper pushes on, ordering a token force to hold Stavelot while his spearhead presses westward, desperate for any chance of victory. A desperate defense, the battle for the bridge. South of the town, Obersturmführer Jürgen Wessel's King Tiger Company rumbles forward. The call for reinforcements crackles over the radio.
Stavelot under attack. Bridge in danger. Need immediate support.
Wessel doesn't hesitate.
Hold your ground. We're coming.
The Tigers arrive as chaos erupts. American artillery pounds the town in rolling waves of destruction. From the northern hills, a column of Sherman tanks and M10 tank destroyers descends, engines roaring, muzzles flashing. German infantry scatter, scrambling for cover amid the shattered buildings. their foxholes barely scratched into frozen ground. Wessel's lead. Tiger crests the hill, cannon swinging toward the bridge. An M10 fires first, A 76mm round slams into the Tiger's mantlet with a deafening clang. The armor holds, but the impact rocks the crew, jarring teeth and rattling nerves. The loader is thrown back, cursing, his shoulder bruised.
Forward. We can't stop now.
Wessel shouts, voice tight. The Tiger lurches ahead, but a wrong turn brings it face to face with another M10. The tank destroyer fires, a flash, a deafening crack, and the round smashes into the frontal plate. The Tiger's armor holds, but the shock is bone-jarring. Wessel curses, orders a hasty retreat, but in the chaos, the Tiger reverses straight into a house. The walls collapse in a choking cloud of dust and timber, burying the tank in rubble. The engine coughs, sputters, and dies.
Abandoned tank.
Wessel roars. The crew scrambles out, slipping on ice, bullets snapping past as they sprint back toward the German lines. The Tiger burns, a gutted hulk in the ruins of a house. American counterattack. Fire from the sky. As Wessel's forces struggle to regroup, the sky darkens. A low growl builds to a deafening roar. Two P-47 Thunderbolts streak through the clouds, sunlight glinting off their wings. Their machine guns open up, a withering hail of fire. Rockets streak down like lightning bolts, slamming into the German tanks clustered near the bridge. Explosions blossom in gouts of flame. A King Tiger is struck squarely, the rocket tearing through its engine deck, igniting a fire that consumes the crew in seconds. German soldiers dive for cover. Some flung into the river by the blast, others scrambling under the wreckage as shells rain down. Smoke and flame engulf the bridge. Peiper's advance is bottlenecked, trapped in a killing ground. Wessel's men tried desperately to clear the wreckage, but American artillery finds its mark, pounding the bridge relentlessly. The German offensive is crumbling. The final push, Knittel's desperate advance. To the west, Sturmbannführer Gustav Knittel leads his battalion in a last-ditch effort to break through. His armored column snakes through shattered streets, German infantry fanning out under withering machine gun fire. Artillery shells burst around them, shredding trees, sending men tumbling. Knittel's voice is hoarse from shouting orders.
Forward, always forward.
But the cost is staggering. Infantry cut down in the alleys, tanks picked off by Shermans and M10s lurking like wolves. The bridge looms ahead, smoke and fire wreathing its battered structure. Beneath it, American engineers work frantically, wiring it with explosives, bullets whizzing past. They light the fuse and sprint for cover. With a thunderous roar, the charges detonate. The bridge erupts in a cataclysm of fire and splintered stone. A blast wave flattens men, flips vehicles, and sends debris raining into the river. The Germans are stunned. The crossing, Peiper's vital artery, is gone. Collapse and retreat. With the bridge destroyed and their advance stalled, Peiper's offensive collapses. His tanks, powerful but now useless, are abandoned, their hulks smoldering on the roads and in the fields. His men, hungry, exhausted, and out of fuel, retreat on foot into the forests of the Ardennes, leaving behind a trail of burnt-out wrecks and shattered hopes. Stavelot remains in American hands, battered, bloodied, but unbowed. The German dream of a lightning breakthrough fades into the winter mist, leaving only the echoes of tank engines, the crackle of distant gunfire, and the bitter knowledge of a gamble lost in the snow.